Hello there, parents. This is Dr. Hefsi Tago coming to you once again from the Town Square Learning Centre in Basildon, Essex, where we love teaching and we teach our children to enjoy learning. In my previous recording, I talked about the subject of math and how or why it's really important that we support our children really from an early age to really adopt that interest, enjoy the subject and build their confidence with numbers as they're progressing through education. So what I want to do in this recording is look at practically some of the ways that as parents we can support our children so they're really developing their love and confidence when it comes to numbers. First of all, I should say it starts with you, the parent. That's right. So many times I hear parents saying, I'm not good at math. Oh, I find math too hard. I wasn't great to math at school. Math is not for me. And this is conversations you're having with your children as well. Oh, don't come to me with your math. And, I really can't do math. And so think about it, right? If you're telling your child, you're not good at math, you weren't good at math, you're not great with numbers, what are you really enforcing to that child? And so they're approaching math and thinking, oh, this is quite challenging. Well, mom or dad we're not great at math, and so it's okay if I don't get it either, And so, yes, we do understand that perhaps math wasn't the strongest subject for whatever reason, perhaps the way it was taught to you or the way, again, you were introduced to math. But really, we must change that language, especially around our children, into more positive, encouraging math talk, so you can rephrase the things like, I wasn't necessarily top of my class when it came to math. However, I can support you so that you can do much better and you can really enjoy and develop your interest in math. And of course, you can then actively look at ways that you can support that child. I will share some useful ways you can do that in subsequent videos. Okay, so that's the disclaimer to put out there. Parents, please, please, please change your language about numbers around your children so they're not embedding fear of math in them from an early stage. So secondly, I should also say it's useful to identify some of the reasons why our children tend to almost have this anxiety when it comes to math, when it comes to numbers. So if we remove the home environment and the language that they probably hear when growing up, it's usually things perhaps they get bored because of the way it's being taught to them at school, or for kids who get bored really easily, usually when they're having to do repetitive work, they tend to find this boring and then they're losing interest. And that's not necessarily just for math, that's cuts across any subject. If it seems to be mundane, then children tend to get bored quite easily doing the same thing over and over and over again. So really, we must find ways to vary the problems and the various ways in which the child is approaching math. Another reason is the perceived difficulty of math and, of course, general anxiety that comes around the way people talk about math in general. But that really needs to change. In the next recording, I'm going to be sharing some of these useful apps that are free and your children can engage with from an early stage to really develop strength in numbers. See you then.